Do you know how many atoms there are in a HCP unit cell? Do you know the relationship between the A and C dimensions in a hexagonal close-packed crystal structure? And what about atomic packing factor? Why is it 74%? By the end of this video, all of these questions should be clear. We break down the HCP structure step by step, both analytically and using SolidWorks models. Let me start by counting the atoms in a unit cell. So these three are half of an atom, so this is 120 degrees times 3 is 360, so half, and these 6 are one atom, and you have 6 under the unit cell, so you have 2 atoms here, and these 2 halves gives us 3 atoms in red, in A layers. And the B layer, or the green atoms here, these 2 are one atom, and we have another here and another here, so 3 in B layer, 3 in A layers, and 3 in B layer, so 6 total. However, sometimes HCP can also be described as that it has only 2 atoms in a smaller primitive unit cell. This is also correct, and this is when you divide this HCP into 3 parts, and 6 divided by 3 is 2 atoms in a primitive HCP unit cell. The primitive cell is the smallest repeating unit, and it only contains 2 atoms. So the crystal structure is the same, only the choice of unit cell is different. Here you can see the stacking sequence of the HCP structure. The first layer in red and the third layer in red are A layers, and the green one is B layer. And the A layer are arranged in the hexagonal close-packed pattern, and the B layer does not sit directly above, but instead in a smaller triangular gaps, and you see the A layer is directly above the A layer. So the stacking sequence becomes AB, 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 and so on, repeating AB, AB pattern. And if you cut the part like this, you can get the unit cell that I showed you before. And now we are going to find the relationship between the lattice parameters A and C. So the C is from this part to this, the whole length here, and A is the distance between each atom. So if you sketch like I have done here, you can see the distance between each atom, that is A, and you get the pyramid-like structure here. You can see here, and here you can see the distance between the neighboring atoms A. In my model, I have set A equal to 1 millimeters, and the angle between each 1 millimeter in each A side is 60 degrees, and this angle between A and half of A and this is 30 degrees. So A and A is 60, and this is 30. And by using some math, you can see this hypotenuse is expressed in A, and these two by Pythagorean theorem, this is 90 degrees, and the hypotenuse is A, and the height C here in orange is half of the C, or the height is half of the C, and this is how the relationship looks like. And the atomic packing fraction is the spacing occupied by atoms in the cell or in the material. That's just the volume of the atoms divided by the volume of the cell. As you can see here, you have the volumes here, and you divide them by each other, and you can see it's 74%. And this is obviously possible analytically as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you learned something from this video about HCP unit cells.